I just did Austria. The whole world,
Oh,
the whole world knows there's a Coca-Cola plant. So I leave that. I could put M&M next to that. That's fine.
Yeah, it's your call. It's fine with me, but I'm just saying,
I'll do both.
technically, what we're reviewing is the M&M Development Neptune LLC.
Yeah, I'll put M&M next time, but I'm going to leave Coke plant because that's what everybody knows.
I can do a slash. I can do both.
Yeah. Hey, thanks. Goose remediation. We're going to have that workshop next month, 6 p.m. We're getting a lot of information back from Goose folks. We just got the report. I'm going to show you guys on the screen some interesting information we had here. Let me get the Goose thing. We got the flag still flying. Hold on. This is the Allenhurst report, which 0 geese they found in Allenhurst. But in Interlaken, we found 6 nests this year and 26 eggs. And over the last, 10 years, they've had 371 eggs treated. I thought that was a tremendous number. There's a lot of stuff going on there, like it looks like.
Nicole told me that she treated 48 eggs. 48 eggs total.
Around the lake?
Yeah.
So because we have a lot of lakefront, property that's owned by the borough.
48 eggs.
Where's that?
The whole watershed, the area that she treated.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah, I just got an email from her today, but she can talk about that. And
okay. But I never saw this report before, and it's actually really good, and it gives all kinds of information down here about harassing the geese, when we should do it, and what I thought, and habitat, and also growing. One of the thoughts maybe for Interlake, and I know they don't like to use special materials, but maybe like in Asbury, they have the grass growing higher. And that, it says it right here, the way the vegetation grows on the shoreline means a lot. They like that low cut grass. And, a lot of our towns have low cut grass. So
golf courses. Yeah.
Golf courses too, but they have special treatment devices. They're chewing the geese away. I was in Colonial Terrace yesterday golfing, and they actually had the goose chasers there, believe it or not. And they did their job. I didn't see one goose on the course. So it's quite interesting. So we're going to have a great meeting. I think it's going to be a wonderful workshop. So I recommend all the commissioners and the public be there.
Don, are you going to use my Rutgers Goose Management PowerPoint as part of that?
I don't know that answer.
Nicole Rain is giving the workshop, Steve. She's person that's from the department.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to, because I had, I'd forwarded that to you guys a while back. I just wanted to make sure, know whether or not it was going to be used as part of the workshop.
If you could, Steve, I can't remember. I probably have it.
I
but
don't.
If you got it easily at your fingertips, send it again, and we'll
resend it.
Okay.
I mean, that's a good idea, but I'm pretty certain she has her own program, because it's like any of those departments. They're required to run it through for approval before they present them.
Okay.
Do we have an agenda? Is there an agenda for the workshop?
Not yet.
Not yet. No.
All right, let me keep rolling, guys. Next one is cart remediation. No update on that. The net has not arrived to my house yet, but hopefully next month we'll be able to do something there at a couple of selected sites. Ship and sniff program, no update. The restoration of the 4 lakes and ponds in west of Wickapec. If you saw the coaster today, on page 4, there's a nice article there. Peter's team met with the county. They did a walkthrough around the area, including Seaview Mall, and they're coming up with some plans. So hopefully in a month or so we can have more details on that. But
how'd they write an article without talking to anyone who was there?
I don't know, but it was a pretty good article.
Miraculous. Have satellites watching us?
Well, I think it was discussed at the town meeting the other day.
It was at the workshop meeting.
Yeah.
It was at the workshop meeting.
How you like that? It made the paper.
Remarkable. I better get it right, huh? We did. We looked at Hollow Brook and discussed the opportunity for the county to provide assistance to the Deal Lake Commission in particular, both technical assistance and mechanical assistance. So we know the parameters and we'll be working on it. Okay. Fireman's Pond is a priority for us.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive, Peter. After your walkthrough, they got that almost instant instant action. And it was
Great.
discussed at town meeting. So
They
that's
were
it.
great. It was both Joey Tor, so you know, Joey Tor is the county engineer.
Yep.
And Ink Young Engelhardt. Ink Young is a staff engineer at the county that's responsible for coastal lakes.
Thanks. Water testing, Monmouth University. I actually talked to a couple folks that did the water testing, and the oxygen level was a month ago around the 1% level, and now it's up to 6. So they're very happy that they see an increase in the oxygen content of the water.
Were you speaking to Jason Adolph?
No, I was speaking to the actual testers.
Oh, okay. Well, I did emailed back and forth with Jason. They asked if they're ready to give something, a presentation to us at our next meeting if we'd like. I know you want it to be short and often. I kind of stressed.
We're not going to do it next meeting because we have too much on the plate. So.
Oh, okay. Well, November, do you want to do it?
I don't know, Jeannie.
We don't have a November meeting.
I like to sit down with privately and go over it before I present it.
I know. And sometimes, he doesn't make it very, let's say, layperson friendly. So I did ask for some kind of a summary if they could do that. What do you think, Steve, I know you felt the same way, that it's tough to understand those presentations.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to have Jason present, he really needs to be able to present it as a true scientist. So he can water it down to some extent, no pun intended. But it should be accurate. And I think the best thing would be really to touch base with him ahead of time, Don, and then we can figure out how much time needs to be allotted, and he'll speak correctly to the audience.
Right.
Got it. Okay. Let's go to new business. Fall cleanup. I'll tell you, fall cleanup kind of started already. I thank the Stroke Your Eco folks that go out and all around New Jersey and help out clean up lakes. They did another job for us the other day. They did the back bays or the back sack coves of Interlake and a little bit along the railroad tracks. They're also going to come back for the 23rd, which is our major cleanup. We're going to be lowering the lake the week before. Jesse, I think you have already put the request for a permit.
Yes. Yep.
So we're going to start lowering the lake about a week before, and we'll do it slowly. I'm not going to do it fast, so the fish can get used to the lower lake. But it's going to get low, and hopefully the shoreline residents can clean up the shoreline, and we can find all the evil things that happened over the summer and get all those plastic bags off the bottom. So it's going to be a great cleanup.
And it
Does it always cost $1,000 to advertise in the Coaster for the cleanup?
No, that's everything.
It's usually less. Yeah. It's usually a lot less. Just in case.
There are two costs, one for advertising, $1,000, and then
Right.
supplies are $400. I know we use the supply money, but I just wondered, it seems high for an advertising.
Advertising is, we do a color photo.
Yeah, we also incorporate
Couple weeks.
not to do it in the lake, like blow leaves.
Right. Don't
and
blow
debris.
leaves. We do it at the.
Okay, so it does cost $1,000 to, okay, it seemed like a lot, that's all.
And
I
Jeannie,
know, I looked at it, said the same thing.
hey Jeannie, we could put something about the shoreline protection too. We could put a little bit in there about that. Okay, we can add that, which I think is a good idea.
Yep.
We could direct them to our website. Maybe we could put the QR code in,
That's a good idea.
right?
Well, I want to say this for anything that we put out there, that we always ask people to subscribe to our website
Sure.
with the subscribe web address.
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah.
We'll work that out. Let's get the motions on the table, Jesse.
A motion to authorize the commission clerk to advertise the 21 Deal Lake cleanup and leaves in the coaster at a cost not to exceed $1,000. Someone offer?
Offered.
Second?
Second, Ocean.
Allenhurst?
Yes.
Asbury Park?
Yes.
Interlaken?
Yes.
Walk Arbor?
Yes.
Ocean?
Yes.
The second resolution we have is authorizing the commission chairman to purchase supplies for the 2021 cleanup in an amount not to exceed $400. Someone offer?
I'll offer.
Offered.
Second?
Interlaken.
Allenhurst?
Yes.
Asbury Park?
Yes.
Interlaken?
Yes.
Walk-Orber,
Yes.
Ocean.
I can't vote.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, we're rolling. What's next on this? Okay, another resolution. Jess?
Authorizing the tentative 2022 meeting schedule. I checked all the dates. There are no Jewish holidays at that time.
Okay.
And double checked. And I apologize to anyone this year. So someone please offer adopting a tentative 2022 meeting schedule.
I'll offer Asbury Park.
Second,
I'll second Interlaken.
okay, Alan Hurst,
Yes.
Asbury Park,
Yes.
Interlaken,
Yes.
Walk-Orber,
Yes.
Ocean.
Yes.
Okay, Dom.
Okay. Steve, I got a call on the back bay study, and I went to a meeting a while back, and I didn't think it applied to DLA Commission. Do you concur with that?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's really for Barnegat Bay. I mean, there's probably some information there that would be relevant, for Deal Lake just in terms of coastal flooding in general. But, the study really applies to, probably, Barnegat Bay primarily, and maybe like the Navesink,
Yeah.
but, and Manasquan. But,
they're looking at Deal Lake and Tallahassee and such.
Well, you know what happened, Don? Congressman Smith incorporated the coastal lakes into the bill because
Right.
he wanted to pay some attention to the coastal lakes.
Correct.
But the bill is not for fluvial flooding. The bill is not for watershed flooding. The bill is for tidal flooding. And the bill is specifically for 3 locations in South Jersey to put up massive, $18 billion worth of tide gates in the ocean, which is never going to happen. So I don't know why they did it, but it's the Army Corps. But that's what it's for. It's not for.
By the way, Matt Mariano and I were walking the shores of Deal Lake today, and we found a very interesting plaque. I don't know if anybody saw it before. It was the first time I saw it. It was a plaque. Let me show you. I don't know if you can see this. Hold on. It's a plaque showing the water level of I'll read it to you. August 27th, 2011, high water mark. Hurricane Irene caused water damage to rise this level. And it was a joint plaque by Monmouth University, Monmouth County, FEMA, and Ocean Township. And they put the plaque right on the railing by Nick's Pizzeria, across from Nick's Pizzeria.
Wow.
It's unbelievable how high this is. When you drive by on Wickapecka, you can see it. I don't recall that, but I know they had big problems. But it was high. I mean, you see that mark. It's affecting the firehouse. I mean, or getting least to the front of the firehouse in Wanamassa. So that was the worst storm. That was worse than Sandy.
Yeah.
Higher,
in terms of flooding, yeah.
Is that correct, Peter?
I don't recall it flooding that high at that location.
Yeah.
But I was there. I lived there, and
Yeah.
I didn't. I recall the flooding, but I didn't see flooding to the extent of some of the other storms we had.
Yeah, it was quite an interesting mark. Next, Jeannie, I want to thank you for getting the trash cans. We had an email sent in from a resident in Ocean Township that walks over the bridge all the time, and the scooters are on the right side, and there's always trash by the scooters, and he asked for trash cans, and I think, in 2 weeks, we had trash cans there, Jeannie, so thanks a lot. Thank you, Asbury.
That's too, the DPW is very responsive, and
Yep.
Robert Bianchini's terrific, so.
Yeah. And also another pat on the back to DPW of Asbury. I called them up. We had 8 huge logs down by the flume, which we've been trying to capture for the last 5 years, and giant pieces of wood. And they came over with a backhoe within 10 minutes, and we got them out. So I had to help them a little bit, and manipulate the logs, but we got them all out. So I thank Asbury Park again. And now a dock request, Jeannie. There was an email. I don't know if I sent it to you. I just got it the other day. There's a request to use the dockage. They can't use the docks that they rent, right? And somebody asked if they could put additional docks by the boat ramp for kayak
Yeah, I know. We did this a couple of years ago. You remember? There were a
Yeah.
group of people that they were going to pay to actually put the lot. Maybe we could try it again,
I'll
but
try it again. I'll send you the email. Okay.
okay.
And now we have another request, and I think I see the professor on the screen. It's a request from Brookdale University College for a collaboration with the DLC. So I'm going to give 3 minutes to Juliet Goulet.
Juliet Goulet from
Goulet, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Hi, thank you for having me. I'm very happy to be here and get to listen to all of the events and activities and goings on of your commission. And I appreciate being introduced to Jeannie. I'm sorry this didn't happen many years ago. I am Juliet Goulet. I'm the Department Chair of Environmental Science at Brookdale Community College, and I have been for about 8 years. And actually, this is the first I've heard of the commission, which I am very sorry about. I wish we would have met a whole lot sooner. But it has been brought to my attention that the EPA has opened up an education grant. The application is due in December, but the grants office just brought it to my office, to my attention now. And Jeannie had mentioned that one of your missions is education. And I was wondering if we could somehow collaborate in order to get our Brookdale students more involved in what you do. And if there were any ideas that you may have for this collaboration, if there's some need for students and hands that I can help you in that way, and maybe we could work together to get more student involvement and to get things done, whatever you need done.
There's a lot. I mean, obviously the cleanups, we have 2 major cleanups a year. The one in October we could use, and we could focus them on one particular project if you want. I mean, I'm not sure how many you would be able to get, but we can, if you got a number, we can figure out where to put them.
Okay, I can definitely, if you have a cleanup, I actually already posted it, but I will keep reminding the students about it. Do you need a number ahead of time, or?
It would help.
I just send it your way?
I can help you where to go.
Okay.
Because it's better to spread them out. We'll get 70 students from Monmouth University, and we try to put most of them on the Interlaken side and about half an Interlaken and half on our side. And then we have sections west of us that we could use more help by Wickapeka, even on Asbury Avenue. So there's a bunch of places.
Okay.
While we have everybody in the same room, Jack, I'm sure that right away hit some places for the things you're doing, right? You know, these projects, the rain garden projects and other things, and Peter's working on in Wesley Lake, they all seem to me like things that students could be involved with. Does that sound right?
Well, yeah. So the floating whale islands certainly were something that could have been done, but this came to my attention after the fact.
Right.
But certainly something to keep in mind moving forward. I mean, I did it, and this is tying that in. I did a presentation last week for the high school for the 319 work, and then Dr. Goulet followed up. I think we had a connection after that, and talking about doing presentations there. Now, I don't think that would be something that will be put under this grant, but we can certainly continue to brainstorm and try and find ideas for things that could be done.
That rain garden project, something you'd need help with on the 6th with Tom Pavinsky?
Yeah, I already shared that information with Dr. Goulet, and
Good.
We have those, and we have that in the works too.
I did.
great.
I already reached out to him. We at Brookdale, we used to have a field station at Sandy Hook. And so we had this resource for the students where we would hold classes and take them out and get them that field experience. And we do not have that anymore. Actually, that was gone before I started at Brookdale. But from what I understand, it was really nice to have that. And I'm sure that it would be if we had some way to really get the students out and about and teach them on site and in Monmouth County. That would be so great. We really are very limited in the field experiences they get now. And so I'm really trying to encourage them to get out and about and take advantage of all of these volunteer opportunities that are out there. But in terms of the grant, if there was something more long-term that you would, a longer-term project that you might need student help.
We'll all think about it. I mean,
okay.
First of all, we can get them down and show them around a little bit. Maybe give them tours of the lake. I don't know how many students you're talking about. What do you
We
think?
have 24 in a class.
24. Okay.
Well, and,
What about
and Don,
the
one of the
MTD project? Could they go like view that?
Yeah, that's coming up in
Say
October.
that again.
The MTD project.
Oh, they could surely come down for that and see the installation. Maybe at least on Sunset Avenue. That's happening for the next 2 weeks. That'll be happening.
Okay.
Right, and then the last one will be installed on Memorial, I think Peter was saying just now, the end of October, right?
Well, I think he said week of the 18th.
Week of the, okay.
And we can actually show them some of the ones that are already installed. Actually, the week before the cleanup, Asbury will probably be cleaning out some of the storm drains because we'll lower the lake to a point where they can easily get in and clean them. So that might be something they can get, not necessarily dirty, but they can see what's going on with it. It's not the cleanest job in the world, and it's something that has to be done, right? Is the cleaning of the storm devices.
We might get a kick out of that. That might be fun.
Oh, yeah.
for them.
Right, to be able to see what they are and what they do, right?
Yeah.
You know, a vac truck, how a vac truck works and what it does. You know, it's not for cleaning sewer lines. It's for more things than that.
Yeah, and don't forget, we already have the bioretention systems at the golf course that are, a good place to tour.
Yep.
Students can see, how those things function, and they can be provided with, the design plans that Peter put together and Prince and Hydro put together, for those systems as well.
Okay. We'll work something out.
Okay. That's great. Yes.
Glad to help.
Please.
Some of those students are, friends of ours. So I don't know if they're in your class, but it'd be fun. Do you have any Ocean Tazra kids or Neptune? Do you have any kids from our 7 municipalities?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's where most of them are coming from.
Yeah.
Do any of them know the lake, by the way? Or fish on the lake or?
The students don't get out very much. Most of them don't spend a whole lot of time outside. So fishing, not so much. But that's why I want to get them out of the classroom and out of buildings and outside into nature.
Right.
Absolutely.
So Don, real quick, in terms of and Dr. Goulet mentioned like longer term projects on the lake. The first thing that came to my mind with an education grant like that is maybe some kind of floating classroom. That was one of the things, and to be able to get them out if there's no the fact that the Sandy Hook field station isn't there anymore. That kind of makes that seem even more, we have more justification for coming up with something like that. And there's a number of places that have these floating classrooms. And again, it's just brainstorming. We can talk more about it later.
Okay.
We have till what, December something?
Till December, yes.
So, okay. So we can follow up.
Okay.
Very good. Hey, nice talking to you. Thanks for
Thank you.
Nice
showing the interest. It's great.
You too.
It's nice to see a face after communicating. Thank you.
Okay. Next, we're going to go right into the public section.
Well, one thing
I'm sorry. Commissioner's last word. I'm sorry. We're going to go around. We're going to do Commissioner's last word after we ask the question. Any more new business?
Just that one, we want to thank Eric Hotelling being the sponsor for the Lakes bill that got passed on September 24th. I think everybody knows about that because you probably all called the governor or wrote to him. So yay for that $10 million grants out there.
That was huge.
For lakes. And that's just, public.
And remember the Deal Lake Commission, we pushed that with the other two lakes, Lake Apacon and Greenwood Lake. So, Eric came to the rescue. Mr. Tim Little in his office helped out tremendously in that, right then getting the bill rewritten. And it was great. So everybody's very pleased. The Lake Apacon guys are thrilled, and same with the Greenwood Lake. They have guaranteed funding, but that's okay. They need it. So we'll hopefully get a piece of that. Okay.
Don, I put in the chat, if anybody's interested, the North American Lake Management Society, the meeting is in November. It's virtual, and I provided a link. And then also, if anybody wants to take my lake course at Rutgers, I also provided the link for that.
Okay. Thanks. I'm going to go around for the last minute. Jeannie, I think you just had your minute. Carol, you got a minute? Uh-oh. I gotta unmute you.
Sorry.
That's it.
My last minute, I was going to use to send out some kudos to Jeannie for her autumn news e-blast. It was just chock full of great information. It was informative. It told everybody really what we do better than just a newsletter. And it was chock full of great information. And I hope everybody shares it with their friends and family.
Yeah, it's well received. You're right.
Thanks.
Let me see. Who do we got? How about Tony? Tony, how about you got a minute of fame?
Well, I think getting all these grants and all of these new projects, it seems like we're moving forward. I mean, from when I first became a member, and I think everybody, especially you and the other people who've been here for a while, should get a lot of credit for this, and even Peter and Jack and Steve too. They've been a great help.
Yeah, we have a great team, that's for sure.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks. I'm looking. Margo, there's Margo.
Hi. The e-blast was excellent. We're going to try to have the village share it with our residents. We're still working on making sure that everyone realizes what happens at their house and at their curb affects the ocean and the lake. And I'm really looking forward. I think it's great that we're having our the Clean Ocean Action beach sweep and the Deal Lake cleanup on the same day. I think everything's just going to be sparkling when we're finished.
Oh yeah. And Margo, we'll try to connect and work out the details where we're gonna the DMZ where that dividing line is. Okay.
Okay. I usually just have people do like Ocean Place and along the curb and stuff like that. I'm sure it will work out. And
Will you go
probably
into
see
Asbury
people.
Park, the parking lot there or not?
Yes,
Okay.
of course. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Very good.
You're welcome to send people there too, though. I mean, that is such a place that the wind traps everything.
Yeah, we've been having a lot of, by the way, we've been having a lot of inquiries from folks, emails. So people are reading the e-blast. They're reading, they're going to the website. They're going to Facebook. So it's all good. So the communications works.
I wanted to say one other thing. I can help you downgrade that cost of the actual supplies for your sweep by showing you some things that we do for, because we try to do it for like $0. And we also try not to use very many plastic bags. So I can like share some of my tips with you, just when I see you or something. Okay.
All
right. Thank you.
Okay. That's it for here. Let's open it to the public. Jesse?
Motion to open the meeting to the public.
Offered.
Second.
Second. Motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Bye.
Okay. Anybody from the public? We got to 118. Go ahead. 118 phone call.
Hi. Thank you. My name is Doreen Fraga. I'm with I'm from Saddlebrook, New Jersey, and I'm with Animal Protection League of New Jersey. We would like to request a Zoom meeting or a presentation to present our non-lethal solutions for permanently moving the geese back up into the flyway. We work with an award-winning habitat modification designer architect to achieve permanent non-lethal results. And habitat modification is the #1 solution to deter the geese out of the area. We are also available for a site visit. We can discuss your best options. We can take a tour. Our architect would be with us.
Okay.
And so we would like to be able to do that.
Sure. Our October meeting, our workshop is perfect for you. You want to email us or just contact us on the contact portion of our website. Give us your details and we'll get back to you. Okay.
Okay. So on the October 21st meeting, that's already a meeting that's set up with the USDA. Would we be coming into that meeting?
Sure. Why not? It's geese. She's not going to talk the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay.
We get added to that. How long is your presentation?
It's probably about 25, 30 minutes.
Oh,
Because our habitat modification architect, she's wonderful. We've been working with Greenwood Lake, and she just has, a few different slides that she would like to present. That's why we kind of wanted to do it separately and maybe have, a Zoom meeting or, whatever's best for you.
before we do that,
And
can you tone it down to 5 minutes, and then we can come back to you at a later time? Is that possible? Because I really want you to be heard at that meeting.
I would have to speak with her, but is it at all possible to do it separate from the USDA's meeting?
Yes, but not in between now and then. No, but I think you should come to that meeting and make a little small presentations. A 5-10 minute presentation. 5 is better.
At the time. Okay, at the time that they're presenting.
Sure, and then we could extend it. Look, your information we could put on our website. We could tell people all these great methods you have. That's not a problem.
Okay.
We want all methods to
Yes.
minimize our geese population.
Yeah, we have a whole tool chest of all these great, methods. And like I said, our number one method is habitat modification. Our architect designer, she's great.
Okay.
She does the riparian buffer. She does the planting. She
Perfect.
does the grasses. I mean, she's great.
You know what? Just send me your email via the comment section, and we'll have some of your stuff on the website even before the meeting. Okay. So we can
Okay.
talk about it. Okay, thank you. Anybody else?
Okay, thank you.
Thanks. Anyone else? No hands up?
Hey,
Who's that, Rob? Oh, Bob, go ahead.
Yeah, sure. That's 2 things real quick.
Sure.
That brochure, the trifold brochure that you had up on the screen before, that's going to the watershed or just to the lakefront owners?
Well, it's going to be.
Did you hear that? I'm sorry.
I heard it. Where's the brochure going to? Is that correct?
Yeah, that's what he was asking.
Go ahead, Jeannie.
Well, throughout the watershed.
I think
And also
Yeah.
to realtor.
connection's bad.
And can you hear me okay? There's a lot of feedback, so I'm not.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So not just,
Wherever we come to the point once it's ready, then, we're also going to talk about where we want it to go.
yeah,
So
it's.
where would you like to see it go? There's so much feedback. I think.
Yeah, well, 1,000 doesn't sound like a lot.
Yeah,
But,
Bob, we're losing you.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's okay, but we got the idea. So yeah, do you have any other ideas? I mean, you could email them
Yeah,
to
I'm
me,
sorry.
Bob. We have time on this, so you
Yeah,
can
okay.
email us.
Yeah, the watershed is huge, right? And people who just live across the street or, in the blocks somewhere still have a big impact on what goes on in the watershed.
Hey, Bob,
So,
another way to look
yeah.
at this is
more is more
you
than
across-
1,000 probably.
you across the street do affect the lake, but the people that live directly on the lake affect it a lot. And that's
Yeah.
that's who the audience is.
Okay.
If I might add to that, Bob, the intention is to let people know, first of all, that the lake is regulated and that they should contact the NJDEP if they're before they start any work along the Deal Lake shoreline. That's what this is mainly about. There is a little bit of education piece in there.
Okay.
And I'll send it to you if you want to take a look at it. But
Yeah, that'd be great.
yeah, it has a particular focus, and it deals with the fact that most people just don't know what they're supposed to do if they want to put a dock in, if they want to do some kind of.
Jeannie, you have Bob's email?
Yes, I'll
Okay.
send it to you.
Okay.
We're not done with it yet, Bob, but it's still
Okay.
at that stage. But yeah,
Okay, let's go on to Penny. Hi,
Sure.
Penny.
Last thing real quick.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Last thing,
We're listening, Bob.
I just have one more thing. I'm sorry, Penny. Yeah, well, the other thing for me is Don, the document that you showed that showed Interlaken with, I don't know how many geese it was, the amount of eggs adult. Is that something that we could all see? Is that up on your website?
Not yet. I just got it minutes ago.
Yeah, that looked cool. I'd like to read that whole thing if it's possible for us to.
Those
we
those
can post
results
that.
were just sent out today.
Okay. It'd be nice to see it on the website. We could all take a peek at it. Thank you.
Thanks. Penny?
Hey there.
Hello.
Hi. Just, I had, I think you touched on it earlier, but I had the question about accessing Deal Lake for kayaking and things from Asbury Park, especially because it's cut off at the 7-Eleven there because it's rented. And I don't know if that's a forever thing or what the circumstances are for that, but it'd be great if there's some alternative.
Yeah.
I think someone mentioned that that had been discussed previously, or that there had been an attempt to do that previously. So maybe you could clue me in a little.
Go ahead, Jeannie.
Oh, well, there was, trying to think, it was, I can't think of his name, but the guy that does the stand-up paddle boards. He wanted to install a dock over there, and we met with Asbury Park officials, and they weren't in favor of it.
I think it was an insurance issue.
Yeah, mostly it was that. Legally, they would then be responsible for anything that would happen there. And even if the people whoever installed it was taking it in and out or managing it, that's as far as we got. We did have that meeting. He came, he expressed what he wanted to do. And that is actually about the third time, I think. That makes the second time that I know of that Asbury Park has turned down that idea when people have offered to put a dock there.
Hey, Penny, there's a dock now in Allenhurst, a small dock that you can launch off to.
Which is where?
In Allenhurst by the train station.
Oh, like near that playground, yes?
Yep, right there. There's a dock.
Okay,
Gotcha.
we'll check it out. So it sounds like this is back to the town, that they're concerned more about, insurance issues, so they don't want to have a dock. And I assume that the rental, that the one that Deal Lake Dock Company, that the dock that they're using and keep all their stuff on, they must have private insurance for that.
That's their dock, yes.
Okay.
They insure it, yeah.
Okay, thanks very much.
It can't hurt to ask again. Right.
Right.
Right. Thanks, Penny. I assume you live in Asbury, Penny.
I live on the lake, yeah.
Live on a lake. There you go. Drop in someday, right? Okay.
But we take care of the lake, so it's all good.
Thank you very much. I'll see you.
Thanks, guys. Great job, and I'm super excited about the floating islands, and would love to I'll keep a track of you because I'd love to help put those in or do whatever next time because
we might be taking some goose netting down at Sunset. Well, right now we're leaving it up as an experiment, but it probably, if everything's good, we'll probably take it down in the spring.
Yeah, I'm really fascinated. I lived in Mountain Lakes for many years and worked on the lake committee there in northern Jersey, and it's kind of interesting. I don't know if they have the same problem nowadays, with the geese here as you do here, but I'm sure they do. So it'll be interesting to see.
Overall, between the three lakes in Asbury and in our region, we're doing better on geese. It's less, the numbers are less, which is great. So.
Yeah, it's cool. Thanks again.
Okay, thank you.
Take care.
I don't think anybody else is up. So thanks all. I guess that closes the meeting.
A motion to close the public hearing?
Motion.
Second?
Carol?
I'll offer Interlaken.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? A motion to adjourn the meeting. Someone move to adjourn the meeting? Second?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?